Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we have another new bags episode. This one is very much delayed purely because you will notice that in the second half of this video I look different. It's purely because when I did film this, I guess I had like a memory card issue or something, and the first two parts of it weren't recorded or saved, I guess. So this is me refilming the beginning, so I'm so sorry for the lack of consistency. That's why it's been taking me a little bit longer to put this video out, because I had to set aside time to refilm this portion. But anyways, if you guys are interested to hear my thoughts, then just keep watching. Alrighty, so the first thing we're going to discuss is Dior. Just really quickly, they did come out with their new Dioriviera collection for the summer. I always love that they pick two colors to kind of bounce off of. You know, I feel like one of the super popular ones was the gray and pink one. That one really like standed the test of time. They had all those boutiques and everything. But anyways, these two colors right now is this beautiful emerald teal color, but it's called aquamarina, I believe. And of course they have it in their book tote, which I think is absolutely stunning. This is just their normal Tote, but I actually really love this color. I feel like it's super fun, flirty, really pretty. So you'll see that color kind of just go throughout the entire collection, which I absolutely love and adore. I'm actually debating on getting the mitzah scarf in it just because I really love this shade. You guys know I've been after the flamenco and emerald, or even Mona, I think that's how you pronounce it, the Mona little Gabrielle bag. That bag in particular was the one that just really cinched my soul. So of course they have like the giant versions, and then they do have this Raffia version, which honestly I'm not the biggest fan. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the ribbon part where it has like the aquamarina with the black and the tan, or the Raffia color. That I do like, but the animals in the teal color, for me, I'm not really about it. Especially the monkey right here, when you look the eyes, it looks very menacing and evil, like kind of possessed almost. But I do actually love just the middle portion, but everything else is a bit too creepy for my liking. And I believe the Raffia one is actually a bit more expensive than the original one, so that's also kind of a minus. Let's just double check that. Okay, so the Raffia version is $300 more expensive. Personally, for me, I'm gonna pass on that. Just a little too creepy. But these shoes, again, like I said, I really like the Raffia with the aquamarina and black together. I think it just looks so perfect for summer. Oh, and then the second color is this coral color, which for me, in terms of shade, I love the shade of this. Like, the coral shade is very like a red orange coral color. My thing though is the sun and the moon are a little creepy. And don't get me wrong, you guys know that purple book tote from what, like last season or whatever, the last collection, all-time favorite book tote of all time, okay? Because purely for the back, we all know I've discussed this, definitely a one that got away. However, this is a little too much face for me. I get creeped out pretty easily, and it's just like there's so many things watching me. So the back is literally the exact same thing. I do like the detail of, what is that? Are those birds? Oh yeah, see, I do like the birds kissing each other and the people holding it up. They're like flower tree people, but this is just a lot of faces. Just imagine this like sitting on your shelf just staring at you, and you're like, oh no, I don't want to look at it, so you turn it around and they're still staring at you. Too many eyes, too many eyes. See, this as an outfit I do love. Again, I feel like this coral shade would actually look really good on tan and pale skin, and in between as well. I feel like the tone of it is really just, it's right. Like, so what I find interesting though is that for the ABC size, which is their small size, they have the coral available. However, in the mini size, they have the coral in the patent. But my personal favorite, this, I love that it even has like a special edition name, like the mini Dioriviera Lady Dior bag. I absolutely love this, and this is obviously the same price as the patent one, $5,500. But this shade is so absolutely stunning. I feel like this shade, I mean, at least from the online photos, of course I have not seen it in person, but I feel like this shade is basically a brighter, more vibrant, saturated version of the flamenco emerald color, because that one's more on the muted teal side, whereas this is like more vibrant, leaning almost towards green, more green than it is blue. Whereas I feel like the LOEWE flamenco one leans more blue than green, if that makes sense. But I love this color. I'm low-key debating on buying the matching wallet in this color. Let me pull that up. Also, really quick, I've really been liking these hats. I think this hat is super cute. I don't know if I could justify $890 purely because it's just the band and the raffia bit, but the ribbon in the back is just such a nice detail. Whether you have a ponytail, short hair, long hair, I just feel like the ribbon in the back just, oh, look how cute that looks. Oh, but this is the bracelet. I actually was thinking about getting it purely because I just love the color combo, but $420 for one bracelet? I don't know, it's kind of steep. That's kind of steep, but I do love the little detail of the sun. And yeah, it's just so cute because you guys know me, I'm a Leo, and I just really think that the teal and the black look so good together. So if any of you guys are getting this bracelet, please let me know, because this would be definitely a hashtag Tea Money Wasters. I would justify the Raffia one if it came in a set. So if it had this Raffia one with another bracelet, like that was this aquamarine color, then I could justify it more. Okay, so they do have a couple SLGs that I would like to mention. So they have the Gardenia wallet, which is basically kind of like one of those flap wallets with just a little zipper pouch on it. It's just kind of confusing because I bought my mom this wallet but in black a couple years ago, I believe for Christmas or her birthday or something, but it was not called the Gardenia wallet. So they're definitely adding more names to more of their compacts. I actually really like this wallet. I kind of want to buy one for myself, but it has like little slits right here, and then I'm pretty sure there's one little zipper pouch, but this is still really cute. My only gripe is that it's $740, which I think is kind of expensive considering the Chanel flap card holder I would say fits around the same amount, because that fits a lot of cards, and that one's $500 max $600. I need to triple check on that because I don't remember how much I paid, but this is $740 with tax. That's like almost $850. You know, that's a lot, but the color in this is amazing. This would be the one that I would get. The price point is a little better. It's $560, and it's kind of giving me the Chanel flap card holder, and you guys know I actually really like that card holder. I definitely want to collect more just because, you know, Tea Money Wasters for life. I've been buying so many card holders and wallets, and you're gonna be like, Maggie, that's a waste of money, and I was like, yes it is, if it wasn't so obvious enough already. So between this wallet or the other one, leaning towards this one just because I kind of like that this reminds me of the Miss Dior bag, because I eventually, not anytime soon, at least not within the next year, I do want to get the Miss Dior bag because I do actually really like it. I feel like it'd be a good substitute for the Chanel 19 walk. So this glycine wallet is definitely on my radar. And then the last aquamarine thing I wanted to talk about was this pouch. So I actually really want to buy like this type of pouch. I know the famous Dior one is just the one in oblique that everyone loves and adores. Also, I just love there's animals on it, and I love the color of this. A lot of people actually buy these as like a starter like luxury piece, which is cool, and it could be like an organizer for like a really big tote. And then a couple just new Dior bags really quick. Well, new, so basically they have an East-West Dior book tote with the strap, which I think would be cuter if, personally for me, they didn't have the leather bits. I wish it was just their regular Dior book tote. I know some people really do like the leather, but for me, I'm just such a Dior book tote stan, if you guys didn't already know that. And I love the embroidery so much, the detail, just like how it feels, everything about it. So I would have appreciated this more if it didn't have the leather bits. But everything else, I think it's cute. I guess depending on how successful this will be, maybe they'll come out with more. I feel like if they did the East-West, I wish they did oblique and they did some seasonal, or at least a Toit de Joux. I know that one's really popular as well. I mean, I still think it's really cute because you guys know me, I like the original mini Dior book tote, and this is kind of giving me those vibes. And then the next bag, this one, I'm very intrigued on seeing this in person. The next time I go into the boutique, I'm definitely going to try this on, because one of the Phoebe Philo bags that got away from me is definitely the Celine Trio pouch bag. At the time, I really wanted to buy it. I was in college, but I had to decide. Obviously, I couldn't just be like spending money like that, and I decided on getting the nano luggage, which I have never regretted to this day. Easily the nano luggage has been one of my most used bags. I actually really want to buy that bag pre-loved just to kind of have it in my possession. I know Louis Vuitton has a similar version of this in the reverse mono canvas with like the big like fleur-de-lis print, but I actually really like this because I love Dior Canoche, if I didn't already say that already. I would just probably wait to see how successful this is, even though it's giving me seasonal vibes. I like that the strap is adjustable and it's on the thicker side, and I actually do like that it's 2 pouches instead of 3, because if it was 3, I feel like it'd be too redundant to get the Celine Trio pouch, whereas this is 2. However, my only gripe is I feel like I don't know how to justify the price, because what you have to consider, this is basically $2,500. Dior already has like their cell phone pouches, and that already, I think they used to be like $1,050, and now they're like, I think $1,200 around there. So I understand the reasoning behind it, but I don't know, I feel like for something this small, $2,400, like I personally would just get another flamenco instead. Definitely I would need to see it in person just to see the actual dimensions of this bag. Like, is it smaller than the pochette accessoire, or is it about the same size? Is it longer, shorter, stuff like that. And then the last Dior bag I wanted to talk about is this one, which is screaming seasonal vibes to me. It is called the medium Dior Nolita bag, and I don't know, so this is the thing, when I first saw this bag I immediately thought it first looked like the Dior 22 version, which is what we're gonna call it because I honestly don't remember the name of that, but the Dior 22 plus a hammock, okay, because the straps and like the way it's held up, it's definitely giving me hammock vibes. And then the last one is the Chanel hobo bag, which is a very generic term because if you go on the Chanel website, hobo bag means so many other bags, but they have that one really flat one. Because if you look at this, so it has the handle bits, right, which is kind of giving hammock, and then obviously just the overall shape is giving that Dior 22. Do you see how thin it is right here? So it is definitely giving me that Chanel crescent hobo bag just from how flat it is. But what I do like about this is that they use the macro canage. I think the macro canage really suits it, and I do like the gold because it's giving like classic vibes, but still because of the shape kind of casual too. I feel like if it was silver it would definitely give more like grungy Chanel boy ruthenium hardware vibes. Let me know down in the comments if any of you guys have tried this bag on. And isn't it just so crazy? This bag is technically seasonal, it's not even a classic bag, and with tax this bag would be over $5,000. And then that's it for Dior. So we're gonna talk about a couple bags from Celine. It's a very Raffia moment we're having right now. Celine has this pannier bag, which is basically their like basket line, and you guys know me, I'm not into the aggressive stripes. If you guys have seen my Paula Ibiza review, it's just my personal thing. If you guys love stripes, go for it. I feel like if this was in tan instead of black, I might be more inclined to it. But in terms of shape and practicality, I feel like this would be definitely like a workhorse to the beach. You can fit a towel in here, laptop, iPad, so forth. And I love that the straps are thick, long, and leather. I think that's fantastic. I feel like $24.50. I can't really justify. It's not even just because it's Raffia, I don't know, $24.50. I just feel like it's kind of steep. I need to double check how much the Prada Raffia tote is, because if the Prada one is just ever so slightly more expensive, I would go for the Prada one personally. I mean, you could justify that this one has the leather straps. Let me know what you guys would pick. Price point wise, let's say they're the same price, this one or the Prada, what would you pick? Okay, this one, I genuinely don't know how I feel. Like, truly, I don't know if I hate it. I definitely don't love it. I like that it has the chain on the strap because it makes it a little bit more elegant, but I don't feel like the chain strap matches the Raffia tote. I just feel like they're two totally different things going on right now. Like, the chain strap is like trying to elevate it, but it's just kind of clashing with the Raffia bit. I also don't like that there's a double logo. So there's the Celine Paris bit right here, but then you also have the Triomphe logo right here. I wish it either was just the Celine logo or just the Triomphe logo. I don't personally like that there's both. I don't know, it's like minimal, but it's weirdly busy, even though it's literally just Triomphe logo and then the little font, you know? Imagine the LOEWE flamenco and it says LOEWE in gold, and then there was an anagram logo right on top of it. It's just like, it's like they're competing for like a voice, I guess. I don't know where I'm going with that. See, like from this angle, I like it more. Maybe it'll change my mind if I try this bag on, but $3,400 for this, that's gonna be a hard no for me, sonny boy. So this is their large caboose tote. So I actually really like the color of this. It's in the shade sienna and it's giving sienna, like a very terracotta color. I feel like you can use the summer to even fall transition. I feel like this would be a good overnight bag just because it looks pretty big. It's basically kind of like a more user-friendly version of a Dior book tote, obviously without the embroidery, but in terms of the general shape, I like that the straps are thick, that there's a leather bit right here. So let's say you have like sunscreen on your hands, if there's leather on it, you can like kind of wipe it, whereas if it was all canvas, I feel like it would get dirty pretty quickly. So I feel like that was a nice touch. I like just a little leather trim as the accent. I actually like that there's only Celine on one side as opposed to on both sides. I think that's actually really, really nice too. I feel like it'd be cool, I mean, it would be like a direct copycat, but it would be cool if Celine was able to customize this. I feel like I would even pay $350 if I could get my name on the back of this. I think that would actually be really cool. The price point for how large this is, I could justify it $19.50. I personally really want to add a textile bag from Celine. I definitely approve of this for sure. And then the last thing is just this Celine little pouch that obviously goes in with the collection. I really like the color of this. I actually really want to add, Celine has a lot of these little pouches if you haven't seen on their website, which are really cute. I just haven't found the right one that really like, this is gonna be it, because I want it to be kind of like a casual little wristlet. The only thing that I don't like is this rope piece. I do see the vision that it's giving kind of like on the dock of a yacht setting, like the rope that you tie the boat on. I don't like the way that the rope looks. I feel like the rope detracts from it. I would have rather them take $70 off and got rid of this rope and just made it like a little toiletry pouch as well, which is cute. And then really quick, just with LOEWE, no bags, but I have to mention these charms. So many of you guys have DM'd me about the new added updated felt charms. Okay, first of all, this capybara charm is so cute, and I actually love that their new charms, they come with the little pebble charm or the pebble dice charm instead of their normal anagram one that the other felt ones come with. I just think this is so cute. They also have a new elephant, which I actually love the color of this like so much. I love they have the little details on the little leaves, and I love the strap color is this kind of like muted seafoam green color. And I actually really like that the elephant that they picked is like a dark, like a more true to color elephant, because they did have this pink elephant before, whereas this elephant is like an actual color of an elephant, which is really cute. This corgi, which so many of you guys DM'd me about because they're like, oh, it looks like Dior, because if you guys didn't know, my dog Dior is actually a half blue merle corgi. That's why she has kind of like corgi vibes, and it totally looks like Dior, way more than my fox charm. I would have to say for sure, without a doubt, my favorite animal in this whole new collection is the red panda. I think this is so cute. If you guys haven't watched my Japan haul, I did finally get my personalization charm, and that one does come with the pebble dice charm, and that one at the moment is not available on the Japan website or the American one. Don't know why, but this one comes with the pebble one. Okay, so next we're going to talk about Fendi. And Fendi, oh lord, I'm going to try to run through as efficiently as possible because there are so many new things from Fendi that I honestly love. Actually, out of all the brands that we've talked about, the Fendi portion, no joke, has to be my favorite. So first they have this new bag called the Roll Mini, and it's basically just a little tote bag but a Raffia version. I love that it has the FF print on it. I love that the strap is leather and that it's thin and that it's actually like 2 tones of brown, because you see the FF is like a darker brown, the actual strap is like a taupey, more neutral shade. And I love that the inside is actually unlined as well, which most Raffia bags in general are usually unlined, but I actually love that it has a zipper closure, so that's super secure, super nice. You can use this as a crossbody bag, or you can use it as a little top handle, crook of the arm. I feel like this could fit in the crook of your arm. And again, another little detail that I like is the fact that the zipper has a long leather strap, which makes just using it and opening and closing it really easy. Oh, this just looks so nice. I really truly like this price point. You know, I'm not mad about this, even though it's a mini bag. $15.90 in this day and age, and on top of that too, just I don't know, I think this is really cute. I feel like you can use this in the fall as well. Watch this be like the Raffia bag that I buy, but I'm trying to stay strong and just wait for me to finally decide on which LOEWE Raffia bag I end up wanting to get. But anyways, they do have a bigger version of this. Aesthetically, I do like the visuals of the thinner strap, and I actually do like that this strap has a top stitch within it. However, realistically speaking, this is a giant large tote, and you have to think beach bag, you're gonna think full bottle of sunblock, iPad, magazine, a camera, sunglass case, a lot of big bulky heavy things. And the fact that this strap is really thin is a little alarming. I feel like it won't be as comfortable, but again, I guess this is giving, you have a hotel resort and you're just walking to the beachfront, so it's not really that much of a trek. But if you're traveling with this, I feel like your shoulder would for sure hurt. But in terms of aesthetics, I love how simple it is. I actually love that this one's open and then the medium one is zipped, so technically if you have the money to spare, you could justify getting both of them because they're not exact copies of each other. Like, it's not just a smaller version. The fact that one has a zipper and one doesn't, I think is actually really cool. Price point, again, I mean, this is a large tote bag. I feel like it's very difficult to get a large tote bag for like $1,500 or less, so you know, $19.50. I'm personally not upset about it. I think it's just really cute. Probably to justify the $19.50 even more, I wish this included like a little pouch. Maybe like, imagine, so if they have this tote, which is essentially a Raffia Fendi Neverfull, and if they added a top stitch pouch on the inside, I feel like that would have been cute. But going on to their other pouches, I actually love the vintage. So this is like OG Fendi. If you like vintage Fendi, you've seen the stripes before. This is just classic. And I actually love their play on the navy with the canvas color and the tan strap. I just love the color combination of all of this. It's honestly giving, I know a lot of people hate it, but it's giving me that old money aesthetic vibe. It's giving me like East Hampton, like a sweater like this, you know, with your sunglasses up in your hair, like that kind of vibe. I don't know, I really like this. And I'm also just very partial to the vintage Fendi stripes. I've always been a fan. But wait, oh, so this is actually reversible. I didn't scroll down enough, and that's actually really cool. So if you want to be really loud and proud, but if you also want to be subdued with the stripes, so you have that option, which is really cool. Probably the only thing I would be scared of is because this is fabric. If it gets dirty, you're probably doomed. Other than that, I think this is really nice, and I love the color combination. So they have this available in other colors as well. They have this available in beige, which I actually really like the beige, because the beige is giving me like Rose Devant Dior beige, which I like. Super cute. I love I love the navy. The navy is really nice. So now I think this is a new size. I'm not 100% sure, but I've never seen it. So before, they usually have just like the mini vertical caboose version of the Sunset Tote and then the big size, and now they have a small. So it's basically like the Dior book tote, but a Fendi Sunshine Tote. I believe this is like their new denim, and I've mentioned this in a previous video. I prefer embroidered denim as opposed to like printed denim. I just really like embroidered things. I just think it pops more and it's just really cute. But I really like the color combination. I like that it's a cool toned taupe color against this like light wash denim, as opposed to their previous denim collection. I think their leather was like a warm brown, if I'm remembering it correctly. So I like that this is different enough from the previous one, so it's not like a repeat. I really like this. I feel like after Louis Vuitton released their like Y2K denim, now everyone's like coming out with denim right now. This isn't a bag, but I did want to mention it really quick because I'm curious what you guys think. So you guys know that the LOEWE tank top is super big. Chanel has their own version of like a tank top as well with the CC logo, super cute. This Fendi tank top, I like it if they took out the made in Italy, and I would personally like it even more if they took off the Fendi Roma made in Italy and just made the FF logo bigger. So it's basically literally just an FF logo embroidered. I feel like that would have been my personal favorite, but I really hate that it has the made in Italy, because I don't know, there's something about the made in Italy on the tank top which is giving me like knockoff vibes. Other than that, I like the tank top. I actually like the difference in shape. It's not just like your normal wide tooth tank top. It actually like gets thinner on the top. What do you guys think? Do you guys like the made in Italy? Like, I like it's saying made in Italy if it's like on the inside of a bag. On the outside, Fendi Roma to me is more than enough. Oh my god, I just saw the price, $670 though. Ooh, maybe that's a little too expensive. Do you think if they took off the made in Italy, so like that threading cost, it would be $70 cheaper? I wonder. Oh, but going back to the roll, so they do have the smaller size. You can see the difference in sizes on the model. So, but I love that the straps are really long. Like, I really like that. I know that LOEWE, their puzzle faux totes, the cropped ones, what is that called? Is it like cropped? I love that they all have the long straps because it just makes it so easy to use. Love. I genuinely love both of them equally. Oh, but the small one is available in a yellow. Ooh, I do like this shade of yellow. Ooh, but when you flip it, I feel like the FF in the yellow is very aggressive, but for sure my favorite is the navy. And of course the navy one is sold out, of course, because it's so cute. Oh, I just wanted to mention this twilly really quick, or wrappy as we call it in Fendi, is that they have the baguette. So on my baguette bag, I actually get so many compliments on my wrappy when I go into a Fendi store. Like, for example, when I went into Beverly Hills, the essay that I spoke to, she loved the twilly. She's like, oh, I don't remember when this is from. Like, I love that it matches. So if any of you guys have baguettes in any of these color schemes, this wrappy would look so cute on your baguette, just because like baguette on top of baguette, I think that is so cute. It's like Louis Vuitton has certain bandeaus that have bags on them, which I love because it's like matchy, but like low-key matchy. I don't know, I just really like it. Again, called the small roll, but instead it's basically a raffia bag with a little pouch. It's definitely giving me like LOEWE inspo, because you know LOEWE has that one basket bag. This is actually the basket bag that I was thinking of getting, but it's basically a basket bag with pouch attached on the inside. I like that this is different enough from the LOEWE one that I could be like, oh yeah, it's cute. I mean, I personally still love the LOEWE one more because I love the anagram, the color scheme, the shape. But what I will say is that I do like the fact that this is removable. You can see that the top of this, and it has the details of the top stitch. We love a top stitch. The fabric pouch on the inside is removable, which I think is nice. So you technically kind of have like two bags in one essentially. My only thing is, I personally, I don't know, maybe it's probably like too much monogram for sure because there's already FF, but if they did like a micro FF monogram for the inside pouch, I feel like I would like it more as opposed to just being brown. Because if it's two bags in one, I want the other thing to be like Fendi as opposed to just like a brown suede pouch, you know what I mean? Alrighty, next we have just a couple new colors for the top stitch baguette, and the first one, which is easily my favorite, is the Cappucino colored baguette bag. Tell me that is not more perfect, because one, I feel like cappuccinos are the thing in Italy, and on top of that too, this color. I love the neutral. Like, I love this shade. I like that it's not taupe, it's genuinely like a neutral shade of brown with the silver. I feel like if this was with gold, I actually wouldn't like it as much, but with the silver it looks so good. Is anyone getting this brown color? Because I feel like this will be for sure a forever bag color. And then in the same cappuccino color, I believe, but it says beige here, so maybe, I'm not sure. Actually, hold on. Oh wait, it's not the same. Okay, this is technically called beige, so never mind, because it was giving me cappuccino, but the more that I look at it, it's more like pink toned. So this has the vintage stripes with the top stitch, and it's in the peekaboo. Like, all the things. Out of all the peekaboo sizes, the mini for sure is my favorite. If I were to get a peekaboo, I mean, I'm going to one day, maybe in like 2 years, I'll get a peekaboo, but for sure I want to get it in the mini size. I actually really like this. I like that it encompasses 3 different like trademarks of Fendi, like the top stitch, the vintage stripes, and what is more iconic than the peekaboo slash the baguette. If you're into bags, you know the peekaboo like is one of those purse piece bags, I guess, for like true collectors, but I digress. Ooh, and then the inside has the FF too, which I really like. And then you have the nano version of this, which again, I love that they picked silver hardware for this. I think this is so adorable actually. If I just wanted a taste of this, I totally would buy this. But you guys know me, if I were to get a nano bag from Fendi, it would for sure be another nano baguette charm, even though I don't need it. Oh my god. You guys know SLG Attic over here, they do actually have a new peekaboo card case with top stitch. So for me personally, I don't really like, I don't know, I don't really like the aesthetics of this. It just feels undone to me. I'm not quite sure what it is about it, but in general I love this style of card case. Like Louis Vuitton has their version, LOEWE honestly has my favorite version of it with just like their tan leather with the different color base. I think it's really cute. So this is basically the Fendi version with it. I like the idea of the top stitch, but I think because there's only top stitch here and here, it looks like this is prototype 1. This is like what we're starting with, and we're not at the end goal yet. Get the LOEWE one instead, please, please. And then the last thing we're going to talk about as quickly as I can is the new Louis Vuitton by the Pool collection. I normally make a dedicated video towards it, but because the bags that we've been talking about are giving like summer vibes as well, I might as well just add the Louis Vuitton collection. What I will say is this collection is vast, like so massive, so I'm only going to talk about the things that I personally like or think that you guys would like. But yes, okay, so we always got to start off with a Neverfull. I just feel like with any new Louis Vuitton release, we have to talk about the Neverfulls and the Speedies. So what's interesting though is that this looks like treated leather, but when you actually click on the product details, it says that it's the natural cowhide. So I'm not really sure why it clearly looks treated, so I'm confused. Maybe they just renamed the treated, I'm not sure. I do like it. I love the color combination that they picked, like the shade of blue with the baby blue. I actually like the Louis Vuitton logo. At first I didn't think I liked it, but I actually do like it. I love the contrast where you have like the diamond and then you have the circle. If it was just LV with the diamond, don't think I like that they added the circle. It makes it pop more. And then the inside I actually think is really, really pretty, especially the pouch. Definitely I like this more than their by the pool with the tile design, because you guys know me, I didn't like the black in it. It just, I don't know, it was giving like evil eye-esque, I'm not sure, but this I actually really like. I like the contrast of the inside with the flowers. Look, there's even a little palm tree, which I feel like is so appropriate, and then the pouch on the inside is just really, really pretty as well. So this is a plus. Very interesting that now they do digital exclusives a lot. Like their Y2K, the denim nano speedy was a digital exclusive and it didn't sell out, which was really interesting. And then speaking of nano speedies, they have this denim nano speedy, and to be honest, referring back to what I just said, I actually liked the Y2K Nano Speedy more because I love that like Marc Jacobs inspired front pocket, and I also like the shade of denim in the previous one. This one is reminding me of the Fendi and the new updated Dior collection, which is so interesting. I wonder if they all talked about that. This denim is very similar to the Fendi one and the Dior one, and I feel like maybe you guys would like it more. It is not sold out right now. $22.30 for a nano speedy is very expensive. I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like this should have been max $1,900, but what can you say? It's a limited edition collection, which also just amps up the price. Oh, this hat. Oh, you guys know I've been looking for a bucket hat, and I honestly decided already I'm going to buy my bucket hat probably at the end of July, before my birthday. But the Celine Black Triumph one is on like my #1 spot on my radar. I regret not buying it in Japan. I actually love this denim hat. I love the rouging, like the ripped bits on the edges of it. I feel like it just makes it look very like casual and wearable, and I like that even though it's monogram, it's actually very soft. It's giving, I don't know, I really, really like this hat, and I love the shade of denim. Of course, they're both out of stock. These are so cute, and I would justify $6.90. I mean, that is very expensive for a hat. However, the detail, and I feel like I would for sure get my cost per wear out of this. And then of course they have it in the mini bum bag as well. So the mini bum bag did grow on me, not grow on me enough that I want to add it to my collection, but as in now I think it is very cute. I see more people styling it on Reddit, like the original one, and I like the way that it lays, and I especially love the chain. I just think it's so expensive because when I got my bum bag in like 2020, and that's like the full-size bum bag, I believe that was like 1800, around like 1870, 1890 or something, and the fact that the mini bum bag is $2,200. Are you serious? Are you serious? Okay, this, what do you guys think? I love this. I also think I'm partial because this reminds me of the LOEWE bracelet pouch that I really want to get, but obviously this is just a nano speedy version. I actually love this little button thing because even though it's kind of loud, I like that it's different from all the previous tags or charms that other nano speedies or just speedies have. I actually love the white stitching with it. I feel like that's an amazing touch against the Raffia. I just feel like Raffia and white and tan go so well together. Even though I just said that the denim nano speedy was too expensive, I think this interpretation of it, like, oh, see, it says crocheted by hand by Madagascan artisans. This makes the $2,300 worth it. I think the denim nano speedy is overpriced, but I think I really like this. Oh, so this bag, which I like the interpretation of it, obviously. I definitely like this more than that Lisa one where she had like the black and white. It literally looked like a steering wheel to me, and the shape still, I'm not a big fan, but this rendition of it is probably my favorite that I've seen. However, this price tag is not my favorite. $4,400? Absolutely not. No. Don't do it. And of course they have a corresponding card holder, but this one is with like that sunset color. I do actually like this. If you're really into Louis Vuitton and collecting like different Louis Vuitton collections, I would get this. I wouldn't get this right now just because I have so many other SLGs that I want to buy, but I know a lot of you guys do collect Louis Vuitton things, so if you're a collector, I think this is worth it. It's giving tequila sunrise in a cocktail. The fact that it has this, and then it has a little flower bit on top, and then on the inside it has the other like hibiscus flowers and palm trees. So it's basically the Neverfull from the collection condensed into a little card holder, which I think is fun. And you know, $360 for a collectible, I'm not mad about it. Truly, I am not. Do they have this in the blue too? Oh, they only made this in the sunset color. They should have made this in the blue too. I don't know why they wouldn't. Okay, so going back to the Raffia, they do have this in an on-the-go size, which I actually really like. I think $3,700 for this is very, very expensive, but at the same time, if this is like hand crocheted, then I could like justify it. So in terms of visuals, we're like gonna ignore the price for a second. Visuals, I feel like this is fantastic. I love this. I could see using this on a cruise, the beach, hotel, even honestly as an airport bag because of the size and also because of the straps are thicker. I feel like it would be comfortable as well. My only gripe, I wish that they added like removable inside thin straps, you know, like longer bits. I don't know if that would have been redundant, but I don't know. I feel like $3,700 is really expensive, but I guess you're paying for the handmadeness, the sacrifice. But visually, I think this is really, really cute. Okay, so they also have a Speedy 20. I love that the sides are different and then the front is also different. I love the contrast. And then the inside, like you literally get 3 different designs in one. I feel like the detail on this by the pool collection, I really like. They do have this new bag called the Let Go PM, which to me it's basically that Fendi Sunshine Tote that we just saw in an on-the-go denim version. Like what makes this let go as opposed to on the go? Basically the only difference is the braided handles. I mean, I like the detail and I like that the crossbody strap is actually thick, so I'm sure it'll be a lot more comfortable. Do you guys like this one or the Fendi one more? I actually want to say I like the Fendi one more. Even though it has the monogram all over, it still to me is very like, if you know, you know, purely because like when you see her holding it, because the denim fabric is like so distressed, you can't actually see the monogram from far away. It just looks like a blue tote bag, which some people might really like. Definitely between this one and the Fendi one that we just saw, I actually do like the Fendi one, and I believe the Fendi one is significantly cheaper too. So the Fendi one is $2,550 and this is $3,400. So basically there's a $1,000 difference. Yeah, I'm gonna pick the Fendi. I don't need to pay an extra $1,000 for braided handles. No, I can braid my own hair. I'm good. I'm good. We have a new LOEWE BB and it's the Raffia, the crochet. I mean, I actually do love the shade of brown that they chose in this. I like that they didn't use their normal Vaquetta, which is really nice. I think this is really cute. I think this is really fun. I love that the base is leather. I mean, out of all the hand crocheted things, for sure my ranking would be the Nano Speedy, then the On The Go, and then probably this. I mean, it's cute. It's part of the same collection. Extremely expensive. And a LOEWE BB for $3,400. Jesus Lord. Okay, this. The L Vacation Tote. Again, very expensive for basically a towel version of a tote bag, but it is GOTS certified cotton. To me, it's still a towel, but I like the color. I feel like this is something I see Lisa using in the summertime. Like, I'm sure they're going to gift it to her, but she loves yellow, and I just feel like this would be the vibes. Oh, I actually do really like the inside. I think this is very fun. It's definitely giving summer tropics. I like that it says Louis Vuitton curved. Aesthetically, I like this. Price point, I don't think it's worth it. Not $3,300. Absolutely not. Oh, okay. Last is the Twist West Raffia bag, which I actually really like. The way that Louis Vuitton did Raffia this season, I'm all for. The tan, I tried on the East West Twist bag and I actually really liked it. I just think it's very flattering. It looks really nice, and I love that the inner lining of this is the tan leather with the gold hardware. I love everything about this. I definitely want to try this bag on. So this one is not from like the same collection as like the Madagascan Artisans, but it's still really nice. I do like this. And then lastly, we're going to talk about the most expensive thing from Louis Vuitton is the Cappucino's line, and this compact wallet is so expensive, but it's so pretty. I actually would justify this price point just because it's so pretty. I really think this truly looks so elegant. I love the pearl detail right here and then the ombre effect. And I love that the inside actually looks iridescent as well. I'm not 100% sure if it is or not, but at least the online photos, it makes it look iridescent. And then they have a corresponding oh, it's called Cappucino. I'm screaming. That's adorable. This is so pretty. Like at one point it's giving me like Pac-Man ghost vibes. If the Pac-Man ghost people like elevated themselves, this is what would be it. Oh, it's so pretty. Moment of silence. And the price point, I don't even want to talk about it. $6,700. This price point makes Dior look reasonable. Isn't that insane? And then we're just going to talk about 2 more Cappuccines. So we have this one, which again, Cappucino, but this one is stunning. Like, this would for sure be a beauty bag, a collector's piece. First of all, this shade of mint green, chef's kiss. Honestly, this makes my mint green, like my jade LOEWE flamenco, like down here. Like this shade of green is absolutely phenomenal. And then the detail, I believe this is beading, so the embroidery takes 80 hours for the beads. Oh wow. And it's hand sewn. So the shade is called sea green. If they came out with a compact wallet in this, or even like a card holder in the sea green, I would honestly buy it, no doubt about it. $10,000. It's very expensive, but you have to take into consideration the fact that the beads are hand stitched. Like, this is what I'm saying, this would be a beauty bag. Like, I would just look at it and stare. And then the last Cappuccines. Oh, I should have started with this one, because now compared to the other two, it's not as nice. But they have a Cappuccines mini, but it's basically, is that even raffia or is it plastic? Why does that look like plastic? So the base of this is rattan, and I probably pronounced that really incorrectly, but I had to Google it because I didn't know what that was. But it's basically a plant, so I honestly thought it was plastic, like in the Target when you like walk in. And if you guys know, like every area inside of a Target entrance has these like open shelves with like plastic randomness, and this was giving me one of those things. Maybe I would need to see this in person for it to change my mind. I don't know, it doesn't like grab me the way the other ones do. I mean, I do like this braiding in the middle. I don't know, I genuinely don't know how I feel about this. What a weird way to end, on a question mark. But yes, so that concludes our new bags episode for today. This was a long one, so I hope you guys had your coffee, your dish soap ready on hand as you're scrubbing it. As I always say, what are your favorite bags? There was a lot, but for sure it was that aquamarine shade from Dior. Really, that was stunning. I'm debating on getting it. I don't know, I'm spending a lot of money recently. I don't know, but the aquamarine shade for sure. Of course, unattainable, unimaginable, but that last Louis Vuitton Cappuccines in the sea green color, wow, that was like jaw-droppingly beautiful. Imagine that in like sunlight with like the beads hitting the light. That would be absolutely fantastic. Actually, for practicality, that Fendi navy stripe tote bag, what is it, the large roll tote, I actually really like that. Let me know down in the comments if you guys ordered anything from the bags that I mentioned, if you hated everything, or what is your favorite as well. Are you guys getting anything from the By the Pool collection? Are you guys getting anything from the Dioriviera collection? Mainly that aquamarine color, so I can live vicariously. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys liked today's video, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. It really helps support my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.